Let me show you how you can use OpenAI's CLI tool Codex for free. By default, if you've used Codex before, you'll notice that you're using the model O4 Mini. Now this is one of OpenAI's models, and it costs money in order to use the API to send and receive requests. Well, since every OpenAI model requires some amount of price in order to put in any inputs and get any outputs, this means that you have to supply your account with some money in order to use Codex at all, at least with the OpenAI models. But now we have the ability to switch providers, so we don't just have to use OpenAI, we could use any model in the OpenRouter platform, or the Gemini models, or Ollama. Particularly, we could pull down an Ollama model onto our machine, run it locally, and then configure it to be used inside of Codex so we don't have to pay anything. We're literally running the model on our machine. So let's check out how we can do that. Well, the first way is I want to show you using the provider flag and using OpenRouter. So all we do here is we call Codex, which is our CLI tool, and then we put a -- provider, and then we follow that with our provider. The list of available providers can be found here inside of the GitHub repository. You can also use any provider that utilizes the OpenAI API. For now, I'm using OpenRouter to show you how it works. Now, when we hit enter, we're going to get a problem. See, we're missing an OpenRouter API key. We need to set this environment variable, OpenRouter_API_key, to an API key that we can use within OpenRouter. To do that, we can go to this URL here at openrouter.ai. You can go to your account, and then under your account, you can see keys over here on the right. When you click on that, you come to this page. If you've never created an API key before, you'll have nothing here. But if you want to create one, you'll have to hit the create key, and then you can name it whatever you want. For my case, I'm naming it Codex, and then we hit create. Now on the next screen, it's very important that you hit the copy button because you're never going to be able to copy this key again. Once you close out of this window, you will never be able to access it again. You'll have to create a new one if you ever forget this or misplace it or accidentally leak it. And don't worry, I will be deleting this key after I'm done with the video. So now after we have the key in our paste bin, we just need to set the environment variable. I'm currently using Windows Subsystem for Linux, so I'm using the export function, but if you're on Windows, you'll use the set function. It's the same either way. And what environment we're setting is obviously the OpenRouter_API_key, and then we set equals, and then we paste in the key that we have. Once we hit enter, that key should be set, and now we can run that same command that we ran before. Now Codex is up and running, and we can see that the provider is OpenRouter. We also get this warning saying O4 Mini is not in the list of available models for the provider OpenRouter. So let's check out what models we can use inside of OpenRouter. To do that, all we got to do is type in /model and hit enter, and now we're going to get a list of all of the models that are available to us that we can query. Now this list is kind of hard to go through because there are so many on OpenRouter, so I'm going to switch over to the website in order to look for a model that I want to use. So on the web app, if you go to models, you'll come to this page, and we want to search for free models. So over here on the prompt pricing, let's scoot this bar all the way down to free so we can only see the free models. It's also really important that on this left-hand sidebar, if we scroll all the way down, we need to select to make sure that tools are available. Otherwise, the Codex CLI tool will give you some error saying that this model doesn't have tools available to them. So let's try out this Mistral model. Now, if I click on it, we can see that this is the Mistral Small 3.1 24B Instruct, and then it's free. So I'm going to try to use this model. So now a quick way, when we're selecting models, we can start typing the model name and it will take us to that section. So I'm going to start typing Mistral. And now I'm at the Mistral AI portion, and you might have to scroll down to find the exact model that we're looking for, but it's this one right here. This is Mistral Small 3.1 24B-Instruct, and then it's free. So now once we switch to that model, we can ask it a question. So I'm going to ask it, what's in this repo? So now as it thinks, it starts to use these tools and asks you, do you want to use the tool? And I'm going to say yes on all of them. So I'm going to say yes, always approve this exact command for this session. So it seemed to have failed out. Now this is going to be like a trial and error. You're going to have to go through different models to try to figure out which one works the best for you. I'm just going to ask it again and see what happens. So it looks like it finished. It ran this ls command to see what files and folders are in this repository, and then it gives me a detailed diagram of what exactly might be in there. So saying this is a batch script file likely used to run the Hangman game on Windows, and that's true. And it looks like there's an index.html file probably to serve this Hangman style game, and it gives me a rundown of the whole file and folder structure. So we were able to use that Mistral model completely free. Now you could take this one step further and run the model locally so you're not even contacting anything outside of your computer. And to do that, we're going to utilize Ollama. You want to head over to ollama.com and then download the installer and install it on your system. Once it's finished installing, you should be able to open up inside of the terminal and run the Ollama command, which should show all of the functions that you can use with the tool. Now, if we go back to the Ollama website and then go to models, we then want to select tools so that we only show the ones that are available with tools. Now, just for comparison's sake, I'm going to use the Mistral Small model. And over here on the right, we have this command, Ollama run Mistral Small. We actually don't want to copy the whole command. We just want to copy the model name, which is Mistral-Small. So I'm going to highlight it and then hit Control-C on my keyboard. Then let's go back to our terminal and type Ollama poll and then paste in that model name. Now this is going to download that model to your machine. And you can see if you click on this drop down that this model is 14 gigabytes large. So I just want you to be aware of that when you're downloading these models. These models also take up a lot of resources, so they might be pretty slow when we run them. But once you have this command written out, go ahead and hit enter and it'll start downloading. Once it's completely finished downloading, we can type in Ollama serve and it will start up Ollama and allow us to communicate with it. Now, if you do get this bind error, it's because we are already running Ollama. If you just installed it, it automatically runs Ollama. To quit out of it, we can come down here to the bottom right, click on the caret button, and then find the icon, the llama icon, right click it and click quit Ollama. Now we should be able to run that command again and it will successfully run. Now let's go back to our other terminal window and remember we have to set up that Ollama API key. Now this one is super simple to set up. All we do is export and then we do Ollama API key and then we set it equal to capital O llama. Once you hit enter, just like with Open Router, we're going to run the same command with that -- provider flag, except this time we're going to use Ollama instead of Open Router. Once you have this written out, we can hit enter. Now, once we run it, we get this warning because we were using that model before, but we don't actually have that model downloaded locally. To check out which models we have downloaded locally, we can type in /model and then hit enter. And now we get a list of all of the models that we have. So Mistral-Small latest is the one that I just downloaded, so I'm going to select it. And now let's just ask it the same question that we had before. What's in this project? Now it's going to take some time because my computer isn't the fastest thing in the world and it sounds like a fighter jet right now, but I'll let you know what it comes up with once it's done. Okay, now that it's completed, it gives me a layout of the project, and then it tells me this project appears to be a web application, possibly built with Vue or React for the front end and Node.js for the back end. Here are some key observations, and then it just tells me about this. Now this is a Hangman application. You're supposed to be able to play Hangman on the web, and it even tells me down here, but it doesn't cover every detail. But now you can see that it runs locally. I mean, we're directly running the model on our machine, and we're getting responses back. So instead of using any of the OpenAI models, this is a completely free process that allows you to use Codex, but just on your local system. In fact, this is even offline. You could use this anywhere. Now, of course, what I've shown you obviously is a way to switch to different providers. Like you don't just have to do the free versions of everything. You could choose Gemini, you could choose Mistral, you could choose DeepSeek, any of these that are available to you within Codex and allows you to use tools for that model. You can just pick it. Of course, some will come with limitations, some cost money. So just be aware of that when you're searching and trying to find which model you want to use. But with that, that is how you can use Codex completely free.